In the wake of the latest family tragedy, now circulating across social media and court records, a disturbing question is emerging across Connecticut and here in Waterbury. Are mothers and caregivers being left unprotected inside their own homes? This week's tragedy marks the second case in 6 months involving a son accused of killing his mother, fueling renewed debate over whether Connecticut law does enough to deter or punish violence against parents and primary caregivers. While each case carries its own facts, together they point to something deeper, a breakdown of safety within the household itself. Neighbors mourn. Social media fills with condolences, but behind the grief, a growing number of residents are asking, why does this keep happening, and what's being done to stop it? Legal experts would note that while Connecticut law allows for severe penalties in homicide cases, there is currently no specific statutory enhancement for crimes committed against a parent or caregiver by a family member. Now, in response to these tragedies, a new legislative idea is beginning to take shape: a Crimes Against Mothers Act. This proposal, still in early discussion, would seek to establish enhanced penalties for individuals convicted of killing a parent or primary caregiver, explore the possibility of mandatory life sentences in the most severe cases, recognize caregivers as a uniquely vulnerable class within the justice system. Supporters argue the law would send a clear message: violence against those who give life and care for others will carry the harshest consequences. Any such proposal would likely face scrutiny in the Judiciary Committee, where lawmakers must weigh constitutional limits on sentencing, concerns over mandatory minimums, broader criminal justice reform efforts. Still, the emotional weight behind these cases may shift the conversation. Across Waterbury and beyond, residents are grappling with fear and frustration. Some say the issue goes beyond punishment. There are mental health gaps, family crisis intervention failures, and lack of early warning systems. Others insist stronger consequences are necessary to deter future violence. For now, no formal bill has been introduced, but discussions are growing, and with them, pressure on lawmakers to respond. If it were to advance, the proposal would need to be formally introduced by a legislator, receive a public hearing, pass both chambers of the Connecticut House of Representatives and the Connecticut State Senate, and be signed into law by the governor. At its core, this is about more than legislation. It's about whether the justice system and society at large recognizes the home as a place that must be protected, not just from outside threats, but from within. Because when violence reaches that level, the consequences ripple far beyond a single family. The Waterbury Times is actively investigating patterns of family-based violence across Connecticut. If you or someone you know has been affected by domestic or family violence, share your story. Contact our newsroom. Help bring visibility to an issue too often hidden behind closed doors. 2 cases, 6 months, one question that can no longer be ignored. Is Connecticut doing enough to protect its mothers?